Welcome to History Adventuring. This is episode number 82. I'm Brad Hall, and today we're going on an imaginary car show in 1924. I've been to a lot of car shows in a longish life, and I go to them as often as possible. I live in Arizona, and I've been to the Barrett-Jackson and the Gooding, among others that I can't remember the names of right now. I have friends who restore classic cars, and they've been inviting me along for years. To them, it's a serious business, with a lot of money moving around. But to me, it's just fun, looking at stuff. I rarely went into the auctions, which were just too noisy and complicated for me. You have to listen to auctioneers, and there would be numbers up on a big screen, and you had to follow along. At least, that's what I tried to do, but mostly I just wanted to go wander around and look at the cars. This usually happened in January, but I go to car shows all the time. Where I go, there are no velvet ropes, no people trying to sell stuff, just cars, all wonderful and shiny. In other words, I just look at the cars around me. Any given parking lot is a car show for me. And today I'd like to invite you along to a car show in 1924. Yes, I know it's just a bunch of cars parked there. This photo is from the Duke University site, and the focus of it is the billboard. But I like looking at cars, and those are some beauties. Sure, you can get a Coca-Cola over at the Seaview restaurant, but I want to look at the cars first. No, I have no idea what make and model these cars are. Cars that are just parked there don't have signs on them. The best that I can do is to say the cars are from 1924 or earlier, and I only know that because of the date on the photo. I'm actually pretty good at recognizing makes and models, but mostly cars from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Before and after that, it's pretty blurry for me. And I can be just as huffy as the next car guy if someone confuses a 1978 Mustang with a 1979 one, especially if they confuse it with a 1964 and a half one. But as I look at the row of the 1920s cars, I don't have a clue. I have been learning. I know that the best way to start learning is to just look. I'm inclined to think that the car back there with the spare tire, just a tire, not a tire mounted on a wheel, is older, as the 20s cars started having the tire and wheel combination that we still call a spare tire. I don't see any logos. I suppose I could walk up to the man behind the wheel and ask politely what kind of car that is. I've always smiled and approached people, saying something like, "Cool car." But I suppose in the 20s I would have to say that the car was the bee's knees or something. Most of the people I've known who have cool cars are happy to show them off a bit, have them admired. I've owned some cool cars myself, and if you'll excuse the comparison, it's like having a beautiful woman with you. It's okay if other people admire from a distance, but don't touch. These photos on the Duke site are amazing. Not only were the original photos large format, the Duke University scanned them in its high resolution. I can read the 1924 on that license plate. This is what makes these photos so much fun for me. I feel as if I can walk right into them. By the way, this is Asbury Park, New Jersey. And the Seaview is up the Atlantic. Here, I'll zoom in on more of the cars for you. If you're an expert on these cars, please tell me what they are. By the way, it looks like you can get frankfurters and ice cream cones there at the Seaview. You can also weigh yourself there. Here, I'll give you a penny. Thank you for going on an imaginary car show with me in 1924. This has been History Adventuring. I'll talk to you later.